See, you know this, right? That everyone wants to do webinars, right? Yeah, earlier we used to do the seminars. Now we all wanted to do webinars in the lockdown period. It's nothing like you should be an entrepreneur. A student is also doing a webinar to share his own skill, and that's amazing. That's amazing. You can reach out to more people. You can sell there, right? But we need to understand that doing webinar is a skill like doing seminar, right? So there is a certain things you need to understand whenever you are doing a webinar to give a great presentation, to give your best in that webinar. You might be thinking that why I'm giving you the tips, right? Or why you should listen to my tips. Because if I give you some proofs, like we have done 50 workshops in just 30 days, right? We have done more than 100 workshops till now, right? It has been 6 months and we have done 100 workshops. So I know how it feels whenever you are starting with webinars. So if you have started also, you can learn something, the mistakes you are doing. And you can relate to some points as well. Okay, so let's start this video and know what are the tips and what are the things we should remember. We should keep that in our mind whenever we are doing webinars. See, understand whenever you are doing a seminar, okay, as a public speaking session or giving a speech, that is something very difficult when it comes to memorizing everything, right? But in webinar, it's easy. It's easy to do and it's easy to speak because you can put a book there and you can write down your points. If the camera is here, I can put the book here. Okay, this is not a book, but you can put the book here. Okay, and you can see the points and then you can speak. You can refer to those points. Okay, don't write whole content in that because you have to just flip around the pages. Okay, आप वहाँ पे देख सकते हो and then you can speak. That is more easy and convenient. A lot of people feel like कि नहीं यार webinar कर रहे हैं तो जैसे seminar कर रहे हैं वैसे सब याद करके जाएंगे. No, you have to prepare. You have to be prepared. Okay, you have to thorough with every single thing. But you can put a book there to refer points. I also do this, right? I always do this thing because I feel that even we are perfect and prepared, then also we need some referring points. Now the second point is related to first point, and it's a realization from first point that even if you are putting that book there, it doesn't mean you don't have to practice. No, definitely not. Because whenever you'll be going to a physical sessions, then you'll have that habit of looking and referring some books. So understand कि आपको सीखना सारी चीजें, अपनी प्रैक्टिस पूरी करनी, then for just a savior thing, survival thing, what you can say is you can put that book so you can refer the points, but you have to practice because sometimes it happens that the webinar is of 40 minutes and sometimes it happens that webinars of 3 hours. Like we are doing this 3 hours workshop on 13th of October. So for this I am also practicing, right? I'm preparing my content, I'm practicing a lot so that I can speak for 3 hours. Now when it comes to the time duration, let's move on to the third tip, right? And the third tip is when the webinar is so long, don't speak with a louder voice. What people do is starting में webinar करते मैंने खुद ने किया. That's why I'm giving you this tip that whenever you are starting with your webinars or whenever you are doing a webinar, don't be so energetic कि आपकी स्टार्टिंग में तो फुल एनर्जी थी लेकिन बीच के अंदर योर एनर्जी गोज डाउन डाउन डाउन. नो, इन फिजिकल सेशंस एज वेल आई गिव देम सम टिप्स दैट डोंट like work upon your stamina, yeah, okay, and work according to your stamina as well, because whenever you don't have that much of stamina, don't go with it. You don't have that capacity, don't speak so loud. We are so excited to sell or maybe give so information which we have, so we speak so energetic and then we do the webinars. No one told you that you don't have to take break. No one told you that you have to speak louder. People will understand, but your energy will be low down, and that's not the good thing. In the starting point you have good energy, in the ending point you have good energy because you want to sell, but in the between them, okay, in between the webinar you don't have the energy, you are just speaking. So what is the unique selling point for you, right? So whenever you are doing a webinar, just control your energy and then speak. Okay, work upon your stamina. If your stamina is good and you can speak louder with a good energy with whole webinar, go for it, right? But I don't think so you can go with it, okay? Because I do 3 hours of workshop and I know that for 3 hours I can't speak in a louder voice with a great energy. In this video, maybe I can speak with a good energy because it's a 10 minute, 6 minute, 8 minute, 5 minutes video. We can edit this video, but we can't edit that webinar because people are watching us live. And yes, when it comes to live, right, you need to understand that this thing happens with me every time, okay? When I'm doing Instagram live sessions, okay? Sometimes there are connection issues, network issues, so kabhi live session cut ho jata hai and then our voice is not going there or our video is not visible right there, right? At that point of time, don't be panic. My first ever webinar, which was free webinar, it happened that I was so nervous when I'm doing the webinar and I just started the webinar and the lights went off. Okay, it was in the raining season, so the lights went off and the connection was lost and everything was going like against me. So I was so panicked, but then I got an advice that Taher, calm down and just postpone one day. Postpone the webinar for one day and then do this webinar. I did that and I was like, people were supporting me. So every time don't panic whenever it's some connection issues because it's not your fault. You need to give your best. You need to look upon that your connections and your lightings are good. But when it's not in your hands, what you can do. Okay. So whenever you are doing webinars or an Instagram live session, understand that you are live. So it will happen that you have some connection issues. Okay, so don't be so panic because if you will be panic, how people will get your points, how people will get the information. If the lights went off, just turn off your camera and then speak. No one told you to don't turn off your camera and speak, right? Your voice is important. If your voice is not going, join it again. If people have paid you or if people have come there for the knowledge, they will join it again. Okay, I saw a lot of people, what they do is they don't prepare and then they go there and their connection issues are there. So both the wrong thing happened with them. That's why they got panic. And the last thing I want to share with you is, which is very normal, but definitely you should do it. Keep a water with you. It could be warm, it could be cold. It depends upon you. Okay, but keep water bottle or water mug or anything with you because you have to speak for 3 hours. You have to speak for 1 hour. So you have to be more clear in your voice. So drink water because a lot of people feel like when I was also doing the webinar, what I was doing is I was turning off the camera and I was going there and then I was used to drink the water and then I have to come back and then I used to speak. Okay, so you don't have to do it. It doesn't matter if you have a mug of water and you are drinking like this with an open camera. It's not a wrong thing. Everyone do it. Okay, and you should also do it. Yeah, remember that don't drink the water again and again and again every 2 minutes because then you have to speak. First speak for some point of time and then drink. Whenever people are thinking, like just ask them the question and then drink the water and let them think the answer. Okay, maybe they don't know the answer, maybe they know the answer. So they'll give you. So thank you so much for watching this video. This is the part 1 of how to do a good webinar. It was almost a technical things, but in the next part we'll be discussing how you can connect with your audience, how you can sell in your webinars, how you can present yourself in a good manner in the webinar. What are the mistakes we are doing in part of communication in the part of webinars? Okay, so we'll do it. Wait for the second part and subscribe my channel so that you can get notification from the second part. And if you like this part, share it with your friends or share it with the people who are doing webinars, or you think they are doing some mistakes or you think they are doing the right thing, so share them. That see, you are doing the right thing, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, I want you to learn the art of doing webinars.